Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. Okay, so on the docket today, we have Seeking Brother Husband, Season 1, Episode 3, Two Men and a Baby. Aw, isn't that sweet?
No. Because I need them off the show.
You do?
I need them off the show. Do you want to start with them?
So you mean Chara, Patrick, and Noble?
Yes. Okay, here's the reason why I need them off the show. Because this is clear storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Clear storyline. So she's like, I want to have a baby. I'm like, okay, like, support that, whatever. But when they put up her age, come on, age 43, I'm like, what, get off my screen. Get off my screen. Go away. No.
Wait, was that the only age that you noticed? Because Patrick is 47 and he has children ranging in the age between 25 and 35.
No, I thought Patrick was 52.
No, isn't he 47?
No, 52.
Where does it say that? Because they put up the thing saying he was 47.
I could have sworn it was 52.
We have to look it up. Please look it up, because I swear I saw them put up his age as 47. And if that's the case, his first baby was at 12. What was he doing?
Right.
Patrick on Seeking Brother Husband. Let's see. Seeking Brother Husband. Chara, Patrick, and Noble.
I've been just excited to eat anything.
Does it say how old he is? Oh, gosh. Hold on.
I'm checking right now.
If anybody in the chat knows, please let us know.
Sorry, guys. We're just trying to figure this out. I saw 52. Debbie saw something different. But I can't find their ages. It's not these two articles. Like, why do an article about them and not include the ages? Like, y'all are dumb.
Are you looking in the Starcasm article? Because I'm looking
at all the articles I can find. And none of them have the ages. Like, that just makes no sense.
See, when I'm doing like screen, like I'm doing nails, they.
Mm-hmm.
Geez, age and any of those I'm putting up. I'm going back and going to look because of their ages when they're doing their or their private interviews or whatever you call them. I saw 47 and Noble was like 43.
Noble's 39.
43. Wait.
Noble
39. Yeah, because I actually got the snapshot of his age. Hold on. This is just a whole mess, though. But whatever it is, he had them babies like real young. Good for him. I mean, and I was in agreement with Patrick. There was a time and a place where he would have considered having those children, considering he already had a plethora of children to begin with. But don't wait till 10 years in. So he's in agreement with you.
But there's some issues, though. Like, she got in her accident, rehab, blah, blah, blah. I think he's
Mhm.
not trying to do that no more. He's like, I'm an empty nester and I need my wings. And I agree with you, sir. I understand, especially when you got five. And with her, like 43, ma'am, storyline, no, no. You're not gonna get me with this. I'm gonna start. We gonna start. We the people are gonna start falling for this. We gonna start paying attention to these ages and the story. This is all storyline. We don't care about you. Mm-mm.
But none of the men wanted to be her baby daddy, though. Patrick didn't want to be her baby daddy. Noble was like, no.
But they can't. But they can't have children together. Well, no.
No,
Let me
they
put.
can't.
It's
But
not. It's
does
not in
Noble
Dubai.
really care about that?
No.
Thank you. Noble don't care about the sickle
And
cell issue.
oh, but I'm going to. I'm not going to say that. And here's why. I'm sure you. I'm sure you know about sickle cell and how it works. So, and
Yes, but
I can speak to this from. I can speak to this from
mhm,
a personal point of view.
mhm,
So my mother and father got married, right? And they got married without being tested.
mhm,
So they both carry the trait. I got extremely lucky not having the actual disease.
mhm,
Very, very, very lucky.
mhm,
So in the communities, in the Black community, this isn't. We take it very seriously. Um, given the disease, what it does, and how the life expectancy. I think the life expectancy at most is 21 years, and people with sickle cell disease die a very horrible death. It's extremely terrible from what I've been told.
I
So I'm
get
not gonna.
that. I get
Well,
that. And I think she's concerned with it. Do I think Noble is? Is it the first thing on his mind when he meets a potential girlfriend or even a F buddy that something might slip? No, I don't. I just don't think he wants to
with
have
him,
children with
with
her or with
with him,
anybody
I'm like,
right now.
see, that's the thing. I was gonna say, like, well, he's 39. Like, but man, we got babies up to 152, so we okay.
Right.
The ladies are another issue. With her, she's definitely concerned. But here's the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I think that's a big concern of hers. But I think the bigger concern of hers is that um he's not trustworthy. He's not dependable. I think that's her bigger concern than the sickle
But
cell. That's my
he-
opinion.
but she should okay. I don't know why she's so surprised that he's living life like a single guy. I think that's how she phrased it last week. You moved him into your house. I think you told Patrick that he was going to be a boarder or renting out a room or something during the panty. Um and moved him down to the basement knowing full well that you wanted to have a relationship with him, never got the balls to tell your husband that that's what he was down there for. And then you heard when Patrick said he was supposed to be in the basement. Then all of a sudden he started coming upstairs.
Right.
That sounded really weird. That sounded like a tenant landlord relationship to me. And then he started hearing the moans and the groans and the banging, the doom, 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 doom. Yeah. And he realized that he wasn't a landlord, he was a cuckold.
Right. And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna poke some holes in Shower's story because here's the problem I have with her. She's talking about like how she's looking for something long term, something fulfilling. She eventually wants to have a baby down the road. But
Too late for that.
Shara, she's like, I just want more. I want more than just sex. Here's my opinion. No, you don't. Here's why. Because you talk about your husband, like he fulfills you emotionally. You get the cuddles. You get the hand holding. The only thing you're not getting is the sex. And be honest, ma'am. Be honest. Tell the world that your man's not blowing you back out anymore for X, Y, and Z reasons, and you need the D. Period. Point. Period. I'm sorry. Like she irritates me with them. Like no, because your story's not adding up. Because you are saying one thing here on an emotional level, but you've been saying from the game that your husband fulfills you emotionally. It's the physical and the lack of intimacy is the problem. So those are two contrasting stories, and I'm going with the story that he's just not blowing your back out, and that's what you need.
But she also needs Patrick to take care of her financially.
Hmm.
Because that looked like that's his house. Those are his cars. And she has a very comfortable life that she doesn't want to give up on. And I wonder why Patrick is sticking around. Did the first wife fleece him out of money? Like this couple doesn't make sense to me. Noble makes more sense than they do because hello, welcome from Norway.
Norway, yay!
Oh my gosh. Ragnhild. I know I'm messing up your name, but welcome. Here's my thought though. Out of the three of these people, Noble make the most sense to me because I can understand him. He is a bum. He works sporadically. He needs free lodging, and he's willing to trade peen for lodging in their basement. And he's desperate because I bet you he's behind on rent wherever he's at now and can't pay in peen.
Right.
I don't know. It's just very weird. Very, very weird. You can't find the new episode online? Do you have Discovery Plus? They should have it up. If you need a bootleg copy, I would look on YouTube. They always have they always have bootleg copies of everything. What else happened with them?
Oh, she went on a date with the man.
Oh,
and
that was so
Right.
uncomfortable. Why was she going so young though?
Because she allegedly wants to have a
DeAndre
baby.
seem young?
He seemed kind of young, but not that young. I thought he was like mid-30s.
Right, but she's in her 40s. Like, why are you going that young? Like you said, men can have babies till 152. I would not try to bring someone in their 30s into a dynamic like this and expect anything better than what you get in with Noble. I just wouldn't. Like, I would need a mature man. Like, she needs caretakers. Let's just call a thing a thing. She needs financial benefactors to help her through life so that she could continue painting in white jeans. I don't know. She makes no sense to me whatsoever. They need to brush up this storyline. It's not clicking.
No.
It's not clicking for me, but okay. That DeAndre, run. Go and tell your auntie to put her on the blacklist for the store. He said he met her in his auntie's store, right?
Boutique.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God. What did he say? He got brain freeze when she mentioned that she wanted to have a baby. Like, in your first date, you're mentioning that? Girl. I don't know. Just very weird. None of their segments made sense. Like, she's telling at the very beginning of the show, oh my gosh, she comes out and she's talking to Patrick in their bedroom. And she's like, yeah, you know, I had lunch with Noble and he said he want to move back in. And like both of them are saying no and laughing. Then why is Noble here? Because he's supposed to be brother husband, but yet y'all don't want him back. I'm missing the point with them, but okay, who's next?
Okay, let's go. Okay, we have. I'm trying to leave Mike and Elisa and Dustin and Vincent for last. Who's the fourth couple?
Kenya.
These are all the good ones. Okay, we got the It's so hard to choose because there's so much with all of them.
I
Let's
would say
go
do
with
Alyssa next because I didn't have much
yeah,
notes for them. Because
Garrett.
next week is gonna be
Garrett
their
Jr.
week.
Garrett Jr. Um, okay. First of all, Elisa, you ain't no kind of good girl. Treat his homemade like that. Now get to Mike. Mike, I'm trying to have sympathy for you, Mike, but you did it to yourself by marrying somebody who cheated on you. Okay, that's called your problem. But I do feel bad in his confessions when he's always about to cry. Like I keep waiting for the waterworks. I'm like, dude, like, come on now, stop this. Like, you looking real crazy in the streets. Like, and it's really hard to look really crazy in the TLC streets, but he's managing to do it. Like, he's at the top of the line. Like, you look crazy. And now let's get to Mama Mike. Now, Mama Mike, when she told she's like, okay, like, cool. And we told about the trip, and she asked like, well, what's the deal? Like, why? I'm like, oops, she knows something's up. Shout out to Mama Mike. And she was talking about like, how, her and Elisa never got to sit down and talk about things. I'm like, that's code for you cheated on my baby. I didn't get a chance to drag you yet, but I'm going to do this on international TV. That's what I took from it.
Oh my God. I don't know why we got to talk to friends about what's going on in our marriages, because you made a mess in your marriage and now you calling in some random Amanda. Y'all sitting down at the rooftop bar and y'all laughing like y'all Sex in the City, but the bum bitches.
Wait, hold on. You need to make a mess of your marriage. So there was no marriage when you cheated, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was pre-marriage. But she's making it worse now by trying to do these plural lifestyles, but booty calls are okay. Can we have sex in our marital bed? Oh, you'll be fine with it, but you don't quite understand what I'm saying. Like, girl.
But Mike has equal blame in that though, because he should have never married her. Like, I can't feel that much sympathy for him in this particular like scenario, because like, dude, I feel bad for you in confessional because you about to cry. That's why I feel bad for you, because I want to see you crying. But I can't feel bad for you when you knowingly walked into a marriage with this person who cheated on you.
She is running a con, though. She is running a con on him. Because she's all double talking and then turn around and say, I don't think Mike understands what I'm really trying to say to him. What? Okay. And then the call with his mom. Like, did you notice at the beginning of the call, he wasn't putting Elisa in the frame?
Right.
He knows that's going to be a battle royale. He knows that. His mom probably already rinsed out Elisa to him on the phone. Right. Just hasn't had the chance, like you said, to talk to her directly.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see. I want to see the wedding pictures with his mom in the pictures, or if they went down to the courthouse. I want to know, because this woman has a lot of unresolved concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know if Mike is her only child, because that's going to make it 10 times worse. Mm-hmm. And I want to see how badly Elisa messes up what she says to this woman and then tells us in the confessional, oh, I don't think Mama Mike understand what I'm really trying to say here. Because I want to see it. She has her mom on board, which I don't understand. So I want to see if she's going to be using the same spiel on her mom that she's going to use on Mike's mom. Like, this makes no sense to me.
And with the mom, it's going to be interesting because it's not going to be like a one-on-one conversation. It's going to be her mom and dad there too. So I want to know how that's going to play out. I really do, because Mama Mike's coming in with guns blazing, and Mama Elisa, I want to know, like, are you going to let Mama Mike like railroad Lisa, or you gonna like be like, hold on, that's my child. Let's get this popping. What we gonna do? What we gonna do with this?
You really can't defend like bad behavior.
You can't. That's still your child though. And then the thing is though, the easiest comeback to whatever Mama Mike says is that your son chose to marry my daughter after Elisa cheated on him. So what do you want from this? What do you want? That just shuts the whole argument down because he went and he married her
With eyes
anyway.
wide open. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Okay, so if he chose to forgive her for an indiscretion during their courtship, that does not mean that he should allow like a plural lifestyle if he's not comfortable with it or doesn't fully understand what it is that she's trying to put across to him. That's
Agreed.
something a little bit different. And I would want to know if he knew about this before they got married.
Right. But I have a question. I have to pose this question to you. Could you marry someone who cheated on you? And I want to know.
It
And I want to
depends.
know. Here's the thing. We keep saying it was pre-married. They were dating, right? I want to know. When she cheated, was she the girlfriend or the fiance? Because to me, that's a whole. Those are two different scenarios.
I think in this case it's not because she's not really in this marriage to begin with. So why would I think that she was into the engagement or the girlfriend period? I think she's been flying single throughout their whole relationship. I think she just sees him as a 401k and health benefits and a steady paycheck because she says she was a social media manager. Was
Something
that
like
what she
that.
does? Right. So she working on Instagram.
I can't stand you.
You know what I'm saying is true.
She working on Instagram.
She working on Instagram. So she ain't got no benefits and she ain't got no health care. And you know, a girl got to take care of her down below area, especially if she's throwing it all around the place. So she needs birth control and stuff like that. She needs him.
Of
And
course.
and she has him thinking that he needs her. She really has got a good con going on him. But again, I am waiting for the male version of Danielle from Seeking Sister Wives because Garrick, aka Elisa, is in full swing.
She really is.
Michael, you need to hurry up because I think we had Danielle crying in episode 1 and we was concerned for her mental stability.
We were. Because Garrett was just gaslighting, just like, and you could see it though, like you could like full on see it. You're like Danielle, like I mean, this man did her so wrong that she divorced him. Like, oh, what?
Yeah, willingly divorced him so that he can bring someone from Brazil and marry them in a K-1 visa situation. Oh
And she
my
wanted,
God.
and then she wound up dumping y'all,
For real. Took y'all money
right?
and then dumped y'all by text. Wow. The same text that wasn't working all of those months because she was in a remote area with her mom spending all y'all money.
Right? Exactly.
Oh my God. But yeah, next week should be good. Oh, I want all of this to go down at the winery. I want them to have a couple of jugs of wine and I want all of it to go down in the private wine room at the winery when they've been, a little tipsy and all the truths come out. And I would not be surprised if Mama Elisa turns around and says, "What's the big deal? I've been doing this with my husband for decades and we're good."
That would be kind of nice. That really would. Messy,
And then
but
Mama
nice.
Mike would turn around and say, "Well, that's where she pick it up from. Ho, don't fall too far from the tree." Okay. And then a fight. This is what we need. This is to spice them up. We need a physical altercation. So next week should be better for them. Who is next?
Let's do. Was it Vincent, Kim, and Dustin?
Let's save them for last. Let's do
Okay.
Kenya, Carl, and Tyga because
Okay, this was easy. This one's pure easy. This was so easy. So easy. Okay. Tiger, she brings her first love back in. And Tiger, I was with you last week. To a degree. This week, sir, I can't roll with you because she didn't told you what she needs. You not putting in that good work. She told you this. You haven't changed your behavior. Of course, she gonna bring in somebody to um scratch that itch, and it happens to be David, um, who provides services, and you can't get mad about that. And that scene in the kitchen had me dying. She got the celery juice out, and talking about she hadn't announced. But this is after he said, like, his parents won't be at the wedding and all this good stuff. And she's like, well, why not? Yeah. Carl, great job mediating. He's perfect for that. Now, going back to David, she's like, because she starts rolling. He provides, she just starts rolling. And Carl's like, whatever. And she's looking at Carl like, what? He's like, huh? Provide what? She's like, he provide, like, what you mean? He's like, what do you think? He's like, my mind only goes to one place. She's like, what? And she's like, bye, Tiger.
But wait, Carl's reaction when she first said David reached out to me, he started laughing. Like he knows what's going on. He knows his wife. And he just thinks that this is like comedy at this point. I mean, his reaction was hilarious to me. And then, oh my God, I hate to say this, but Tyga acting like a little bitch. I'm sorry, but
See, here's the thing. I don't like using that word to describe men. I just don't. I don't think the word should be used to describe either or men or women. But in this, I was just like, dude.
When he was getting all affronted and like, what do you mean? Like he was acting like one. I'm sorry. It was sad. Like he just dropped his panties right there at that kitchen island.
Okay, I haven't met David yet. We haven't met him yet, but I'm officially Team David at this point. We can get rid of Tiger now. I'm Team David.
No, I want to see Tiger have a full-on meltdown because he about ready to cry.
It's just so weird. Like this is. I think this might be my favorite couple now because Elisa's not doing good with her gaslighting. She was gonna be my favorite, but she's dropping the ball a little bit. So I think I'm shifting over to Kenya, Carl, and Tiger, and it's mostly because of Kenya and Carl. You can tell they've been married a very long time.
And they accustomed to running a griff. Okay.
Shut up. But like they have their thing, and Tiger, you were brought in to provide services, and you probably were providing them services in the beginning, but then you start catching like feelings and stop providing the services which you were brought in for. So what do you do as good business when you have someone who provides a need, for the business, when they start slacking off, you don't throw them away because they still have good attributes. You just bring in someone else in to fulfill the duties that the other person has stopped performing. And that's good job, Kenya. That's good business.
I will say Kenya is very clear with what her current needs are, because I feel like her needs change as the seasons do. But she's very clear in what it is that she wants and how it is that you are not fulfilling those needs for her. And her expectation of you when you are and are not fulfilling her needs. I think she's she's the clearest out of all of these people. And I think that grates against Tiger. I think Carl's used to it because he just
Well,
doesn't care anymore.
Carl, but see the thing with Carl. Here's what happened with Carl and Kenya. They grew. They were married. They had their kids. They grew past. Basically, they grew past part of their marriage. And
Mhm.
Carl understood that. Carl has a very good understanding of that. He thought it's not that. It is no knock on me. It's just we, as Kenya and I, have moved out of this phase. In comes Tiger, and Kenya said this the first or second episode. He filled in the gaps of Carl. Now, her and Tiger have moved out of that stage, but Tiger's not understanding that you and Kenya have moved out of that phase. He's taking it extremely personal, but you
But
weren't taking it
here's
personal.
but here's the thing with Tiger though. Whether they had a any sort of like commitment ceremony or even if they had a legal marriage, right?
It's not gonna change anything.
No, exactly. And I don't think he realizes that. I think he thinks that this like commitment to her would change her mind on on what her wants are, and they wouldn't. And until he realizes that, like I just feel like he's aged out
Yeah,
or his
not even,
expiration date has come and gone, you
not
know?
even age. It's more like they, as a couple, whatever, have moved past a certain stage. Just like,
She did say that he wasn't doing it enough.
yeah, she been said that though.
How much does she need? Like I would like
But
to get a figure on this.
I think here's what I think. I have a feeling that they went from 7 days a week at one point
Mm-hmm.
down to maybe 5, down to 3,
Mm-hmm.
and now she might get it once a week.
Oh.
Because remember that was she's all like she would roll over and be ready, and he's like, nah, I'm cool. And I think it happened on a consistent enough basis to where she's like, you just don't want to do it like that no more, and I need to find somebody who does. I think that's
What
what it is.
what is she drinking in her morning coffee? My God. Okay. What did you think about her interaction with Dr. Flex?
The trainer,
Like, yeah, but who talks to their
she
trainer like that?
oh, if I could tell you some of the conversations I've heard on the gym floor with the trainers, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be hearing. I've heard conversations like I shouldn't be hearing this.
I would not like even if we were
People
friends. No.
people use their trainers as their therapist, as the person they vent to.
Oh no.
So yeah, so when they were having the conversation, to me it was normal. I completely understood, and you could tell they're friends as well because he's like, I'm going to need you to explain this to me. He's like, because he asked me, he's like, you talking about having a commitment ceremony and getting married and looking for other men in the same sentence he's like, it's not confusing.
I was with him. It's very contrary to me. But she wouldn't make it no sense. But okay, girl. Again, she's the one who communicates the best out of all of these situations, out of all of them. It's
Mm-hmm.
just terrible that she's communicating with a child because now Tiger, he's not handling it maturely for me. And it makes me wonder if he never realized what kind of person he was in this relationship with, because you're disposable. You have an expiration date and she's done with you. You failed her on her needs, on meeting her needs. So you failed. You out. Stop wondering if you're being replaced. Yes.
Right.
Unless, of course, he didn't have to pay rent. He didn't have to pay rent because he was offering services as a barter. I'm wondering, and if he moves into his own bedroom, will he have to be like Carl and coughing up, part of the rent? I'm wondering if that is because at times he seems panicked. Hi, Susan. He seems panicked. I just wonder. I wonder, what does he do again?
He's an investor. He's an investor.
Okay, so he living there rent free. He investor. Okay, right. Okay. Anything else with them?
No, for me, this was a good episode for them. She's like you said, she's the clearest communicator of everyone. There's no mistaking what she wants or what she.
Mm-hmm.
So Tiger, either get together or get out.
Here. I completely agree. Or just hurry up and cry, because that's what I'm waiting for some man to cry on this show. So next up, we have Kim, Dustin, and Vincent. And Kim is with her friend Brittany and her plural lifestyle mentor. Honestly, she kind of looked like a recruiter as well. She does the parties and people get together and the hookups happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, at her party, you have a prissy pants who does not condone this kind of behavior. And I'm not speaking to you anymore. At the party, you don't know what your friend is doing, but yet you roll up to her party to condemn someone else who's attending her party, one of her guests, who's living the same lifestyle as your mutual friend. Like, that didn't make no sense to me. I thought it was staged.
And here's my whole. This is where I. How can I put this? This is the part of the show that really had me like, what? When they showed the recap of, Kim giving Dustin his orders. Then you go to the episode where, like, the friend or whoever was, well, they're not really friends. They're friends with the boyfriend. She's just an accessory. She just happens to be the girlfriend. And they tell him, like, yeah, like, Dustin was saying all the right things, like, all the right things, like, yeah, like, I'm fine. And that's where trust comes in. That's where communication comes in. Like, yes, she can go out and see with other men because you know what? This relationship allows Kim to, like, go out and just be herself.
Be her
and it
best
allows
self.
Oh, like, this is not some, like, Kool-Aid coach's behavior. Like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was it? Like, this is some Jim Baker type, like, situation. The way he was talking,
Mm-hmm.
like, like her best self seen with other men. Okay.
It allows her to explore who she is. What? What? Okay. Go ahead. But he's got this down pat. That party, what was her name? Brittany's party, that looked like a swingers party. And why was it they were showing Vincent at the beginning was talking with someone? It looked like he was being social.
Mm-hmm.
And she did not like that. And so she goes and she sits down next to Mr. White Pants. Do you always wear white pants? Huh? That's your pickup line? But it works because she got a date.
And he's like, oh, I wore them just for you. I'm like, you know what? Stop it.
Where was the fishbowl? Where was the fishbowl with the keys? That was a swingers party. That was a really random swingers party, but it was a swingers party. And Vincent, okay, all of a sudden he's not talking to the young lady he was talking to before. He's sitting 2 rocks down from this little interlude with Kim and White Pants. And all of a sudden he gets up and he walks away. This is what I don't get with these men on this show. especially like the second husband, not the first.
Mhm.
Mike is in a league all his own. I'm gonna leave him out of this for now. But the second husbands, mainly Tiger and Vincent, you are coming in to an established marital relationship and you are dicking down the wife. It's not a problem when it's you replacing number one. But now all of a sudden, y'all sniffing that y'all being replaced, and y'all are all of a sudden have your panties in a bunch and you're in your feelings. And it doesn't make sense to me because you didn't think this was going to happen to you, you doing it to someone else. Like, this is karma for me.
It's not so much karma. It's like how you get them is how you lose them. So I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Oh, something just popped into my head. I'm going to backtrack. Back to your girl, Kenya. Did you hear her say that she never breaks up with her men?
Yeah.
So does that mean she still continues to have sexual relationships with them, or she's still in constant communication but no sex? Like, what does that mean? Because that left a lot of things open for me. And she's very overtly sexual.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she is always in communication with them.
But that could be phone sex. That could be videos, like FaceTime sexing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So he never really had her to begin with. I never break up with my men. How many men she got on a string?
I mean, David came back calling.
You really think he called her or she called him?
Here's how I feel. I think, like she said, she never breaks up with them. I think they've been communicating this whole time. And I think maybe his side piece fell through for a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, me and Kenya vibes. Let me hit her up on this level." I think they never stopped communicating because I'm sorry, no ex-boyfriend just hits you up out of nowhere talking about I want to spend time with you. Come on now. And what this also tells me, they've been in constant communication, and she's been giving him updates on the state of her relationship with Tiger. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. Because why would he want to spend time with you out of nowhere? With men, we need reasonings to reach out to you to want to spend time with you. You've given him like I said, updates to where he feels like, okay, I can slide back on in.
So messy. All right, so back to Kim. This party was a dud for me.
Vincent, it was trash.
Him leaving in a huff, and her saying, she said that she feels like Vincent isn't putting in the effort to get to know her or her friends. Well, you've had him as your little secret for all of these months. You let him bring him and his children into your home and get to know your family. I'm sure he knows your friends, just not these ones that you're finding extra dates on.
Okay. Conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat, whatever. Do you think that she brought him to the party to scope out new talent for himself? Like, for me, I feel like she's trying to use him as bait for other women and for them to bring their men. He's like
I don't know. I think that she asked him to come to that party knowing good and goddamn well that I think she wanted to push it in his face that she was going to get her next date there to see how he would react. And it kind of did not work. She knew that this man was uncomfortable with
Right.
sharing with anyone else other than Dustin. Um, what, like you said, he got his emotions involved, and Kim is not into those emotions with him.
Right.
It's just sex. It's just sex. And I think he plugged a hole, but now he also whetted her appetite. So now she's full on like, I need more, I need more. And if he did this with Dustin, he's got to understand. He
Mhm.
knows how I am. He knows I'm not faithful.
Right.
I think where she messed up was allowing the children to meet.
Right. Exactly.
Because again, Vincent is disposable. Vincent has a set purpose. And I think he opened up her eyes to something more. But he's the one that has the two marriages, right?
Yes.
I think she might have accidentally said the L word, I love you, and he took it for real, but she was really having an orgasm. And she probably would have loved her left shoe at that point because he's hitting that spot that Dustin never knew where he could find it. Like I feel he became involved in a relationship that was a relationship for him, but it wasn't for her. And she just wants to have a harem.
Right.
She wants to say, look, I got my husband there and I got that big old black man there. Look at me.
I think she was looking at. I think he was looking at her as, like you said, more relationship, but she's looking at him like, I'm collecting you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're you're part of my collective.
Yeah. Because she doesn't really have any emotions. None. Like her and Elisa, they're not, there's like no emotion in it at all.
They have a goal. They have a goal, and they're going to get there.
Yes. Yet like
Right.
they're just checking off their checklist.
Exactly.
It's really calculated. I don't think neither one of those women need to be married.
Mm-mm.
They just need to live their best single life. Good luck to them. What's her name? Shara? Shara?
Sure.
Shara. I think she would be a good sugar baby.
Oh, for sure.
I think she would be a really good sugar baby. I think she just needs somebody to take care of her. That's what she wants,
Yes.
which amazes me why she hooked up with a bum like Noble. But
You know who she would
whatever.
be good with? You know who she would be good with? Rodney.
Oh.
Because she's put together. Her hair wig be on point.
But Rodney wouldn't be laying it down though.
Oh, that's true.
And she needs that.
Yeah, she needs that. That's true. That's true.
She fits the physical attributes of what Rodney needs.
Right.
You know, she would pass, you know, Mama Rodney's tests, you know, but although he would be great not having any, I think she needs she needs it. She don't need a baby, but she needs it.
Right.
Oh my God. I hope Mama Rodney is good. I hope they come back. That show is coming back, right?
I mean, I think what they're trying to do, they're trying to get past that little scandal that broke out. I mean, they're trying to get as much distance away from that as possible. Because
we need Rodney, though.
Yeah.
We need Rodney. I miss him so much. Anything else with these wretched couples?
No, we are good.
All right, y'all. That was the episode. Seeking Brother Husband, Season 1, Episode 3, 2 Men and a Baby. Production, get your act together. Hire better writers. Ask me and Jamal for feedback. get better actors. I don't know. Just do something. Oof. I knew this show was going to be disappointing.
Oh yeah, we knew. But it's disappointing. But like, it's just we don't need Shara. We don't need them. We good with just the three.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's intriguing. They're intriguing because we could poke holes in their story. So that's, I mean, they're there for that. But to me, this show is not disappointing because I didn't have high expectations anyway. So if I'm being completely honest, I'm enjoying it because like y'all are nuts. Like, oh, especially Elisa and Mike. Like you could just see that one right away. It's like, whoa. So for what it is and my expectations, which were really really low, I'm entertained. I'm entertained.
I'm just upset that no one's cried yet.
This is only episode 3 though. Hopefully we get tears next week.
Danielle was crying in episode 1.
I mean, well, I think with Danielle there was some mental health going on there, but that's just my opinion. And she was already on the edge when she came on the show. So she had like some head start to these people. I'm gonna give them that grace.
Because Garrick was forcing her to get the divorce
Yes.
and to bring in the other chick. So yeah.
Right.
Okay. We've made an excuse. We've made an excuse.
Yeah. She was on the edge from episode 1. So it didn't take much to have her cry in episode 1.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. Well, join us tomorrow. We are going to be doing Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. What episode? We're doing 2, right? 2 episodes?
Yeah, should be 5 and 6.
5 and 6? Okay, so join us for that, and then we'll be all caught up with everyone else in creation. Oh, geez. So Jamal, any final thoughts on anything else?
No, we are good to go.
All right, y'all. Join us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, where we'll be talking about Ultimate Girls Trip. Bring all of your notes. Until next time, Jamal.
Of course.